Hey, Midtown Fellowship, 12 South family.
Hi, 12 South. How y'all doing?
We are so excited to talk to you today. I'm Mary Trapnell, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Nashville Anti-Human Trafficking Coalition. And
I'm Christina Meadows. I'm a survivor of human trafficking, as well as on staff as a rescue and Hope House coordinator.
we are an organization that rescues and restores women and children in our community from the bondage of human trafficking and addiction.
We are a faith-based organization who believes all roads of justice and healing lead to Jesus.
8 years ago, I became aware of the fact that children and women were being bought and sold for sex in our community. They were systematically being broken down and dehumanized and rebuilt dependent not on God, but dependent on a person who would then exploit them sexually both day and night. It was something that clearly made me angry. I was very sad, and unfortunately was immediately convinced that I was powerless to do anything that would help. I ended up attending a Paige Benton Bible study, and she was teaching on the lukewarm church out of the book of Revelation. She ended the lesson with a question to the audience. When is the last time that you have been giddy about Jesus? I walked out that night and I said, God, if you will put me on the front line and allow me to watch your power at work, doing things I know I cannot do, I would be forever grateful.
And about 8 years ago, my journey began. I was born again in a jail cell after years of being a victim of human trafficking, abuse, trauma. I had once again gotten in trouble. And while I was in jail at this time, they put me in a cell. They locked me down for 10 days. And the only book they gave me was a New Living Translation, Life Recovery Bible. Now, previously, in one of my several incarcerations, I had tried to read the King James Version Bible, but I couldn't understand that. And so this time, when I had this Bible, I was doing a foxhole prayer, and I was like, Lord, please let me be able to read this Bible, because this is all I've got for the next 10 days. And in that 10 days, from the minute I opened that word, it blew me away. And not only did I have the ability to read the Bible, I was able to retain it and recite it. The scales fell off my eyes. I could see Jesus from all through the Old Testament into the New Testament, and the power of what he did for me. You know, I took it so personal when I realized that God had made a way for me, that he had loved me so much, that he had come in flesh here to die on the cross for me. I was like, well, I must be worthy, and I need to follow the scriptures, and I need to follow the path that Jesus laid before me. I happened to go to an event that NAHT hosted, and there I met Mary Trapnell. And I had met my kindred spirit, someone who loved Jesus as much as I did. Through this walk with NAHT, they were serving me. As closer I got with Mary Trapnell and the women of NAHT, I began to serve with them to help those who were suffering some of the same things that I had previously suffered. And before I knew it, I was on staff at NAHT, and I was actually able to use my story and my testimony of some darkness and some pain and what Jesus did to bring light to every one of those situations, and his protection and his care and his love to other women who are suffering.
We have been very successful. God has given us a tremendous amount of favor in leading rescues across the state of Tennessee. Christina, how many rescues have we done year to date?
57 since January.
57 women and children, and we need your help. You are the answer to this problem. One of the ways that you can immediately make an impact and rescue a victim of human trafficking is to go to our website, nahtcoalition.org, and make a donation. We believe that the church needs to rise up and say, as much money as the human trafficking industry is buying and selling women and children in our community, the church is going to rise up and spend more money rescuing and restoring victims in our state.
If you know anyone who is immersed in addiction, if you might have seen a sex trafficking victim, a human trafficking victim, if you know anyone who suffers from sexual abuse, please give us a call. As what Mary says always, is just bring us the girls.
And we love you, 12 South family. We believe that the church is the answer to this issue, and we pray that you will say with us, not on our watch. Thank you, team.
Bye.